Is stabbing big in Canada?
Where I'm from, stabbing is really picking up.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Welcome along to the Porter Report, coming in your eyes courtesy of Boing Boing TV. It's the Great Escape here in Brighton. We're outside this rather plush looking bus. We're going to catch up with Canadia's finest young MC, Cadence Weapon. Getting stuck in like a fat girl in a small elevator. This is the Porter Report. Hot fire!
Old school, new school, need to know this. Get your game up, you better keep focus.
Well, we've stepped inside from the atrocious weather. We bumped into some cats from Gibson who have very kindly let us use their spacious bus. This is rock and roll, baby.
Yeah.
I'm joined by Rollie Pemberton, aka Cadence Weapon.
Cheers.
Cheers, boat drinks.
Doesn't this seem like an extreme party right now?
It does. It's a fairly extreme party, and there's just me and you here. Not that that's a bad party, but I had higher expectations.
We should play cards or something.
Well, I thought, you know, you rapper cats would bring all the chicks with you.
Yeah.
Popping Chris style.
I was just taking a nap just now. So
Right, okay.
I'm not doing very well on the chicks.
Okay. Are you waking up to us now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm on the level now.
Bang.
Yes.
Gold. Pure gold.
And so I said that they were biters, sharking up lines from lawless resolutes. Chip off the writer's block with nines that sharp against the destitute. Evolution of the manner, trade routines with verses. Go with platinum, can't go with Burberry. It hurts since my verse gets termed as the worst. But when immersed in your playlist, that shit plays first. Rehearsed all bars, matter, harsh scars, and battle our brains. All spars with chatter, yet all stars shatter and split. Battered by the saccharine gifts, stolen from affiliates. Your rhyme pattern rips.
Can we have a little chat about hip-hop?
Sure.
A chat about the boom bap, old chap?
Yeah, sure. I know about that.
Yeah, I thought you might. A mate of mine, he's a rapper, and he has this idea, he has a theory that hip-hop, as it was traditionally known over the past kind of decade, has become a lot like prog rock in the 70s, right? And in the same way that punk came along and changed the way people thought about guitar music, so a lot of MCs have kind of reinvented the way that people think about rhyming. So if that's an analogy that holds water, which punk band is Cadence Weapon?
Oh, that's a great question.
Do you see how I came around the side?
Oh, I like that. Well, I think the perspective I'm coming from would be like The Clash or something. Yeah. Where it's like it's pop, but it has that punk aesthetic to it.
Right.
I think that would be a good marker for it.
Good.
Because I'm trying to make anthems, not bangers.
Anthems, not bangers.
Right.
There you go. There's one for the MySpace. So you're playing here tonight as part of the Great Escape Festival.
Yeah.
Not much other hip-hop acts on the bill. Do you feel a little bit underrepresented? Or do you consider even that what you're doing is hip-hop? Because I'm not sure, really, especially with like Afterparty Babies, your second album. There's a whole lot of music on there. So do you still consider what you do to be hip-hop in like the pure aesthetic of it?
No, not really. I kind of consider myself more like a performance artist nowadays.
Right, okay.
Right? It's going to be a constantly changing project.
Right.
Cadence Weapon is a project for Rollie Pemberton.
Right, okay.
To do things with.
Right.
You know? So
to tour the world.
I don't want people to be too offended if maybe I do like a folk album next time.
Right,
like,
right.
You know, it could be a complete noise album. Like it's never going to be the same thing. You know.
Yeah.
But I like Wiley. Wiley's playing.
Yeah, yeah.
Wiley Cat.
Wearing my Rolex.
Yes.
Yeah,
do the Rolex sweep.
Yeah, he's a prime example of, like, say, stuff like grime has that's kind of really shaken up UK hip hop. Not that there's always been something happening, but it seems to be a lot more vital and a lot more interesting, and a lot more people are latching onto it.
Well, people, I think, like it more because it's original. You know, it's like nothing like they've ever heard before, and it is distinctively, UK. It's distinctively about places here, and people can relate to it immediately, and it's like weird sounding too.
Yeah. So is that catching on in Canada as well?
Well, not nearly as much as here.
No.
But people are aware of it. They're aware of the idea.
Yeah.
And people usually compare me to the grime scene over here.
Right. Okay.
I am to Canadian rap as Wiley is to grime.
Right.
Here,
Okay.
I guess.
Okay. Canada Dry.
Yes, Canada Dry. It's good.
Don't expect a rescue and don't let me catch you alone in the car park, cause shark skin is fashion and that is me. Taught your anatomy, right down to your car hearts. Used to write for a site, but I didn't spark smarter. Right, who could think it? My first pink slip.
Given that you do get compared a lot to the grime artists, but then you were saying the next album might be a folk album. We were chatting just now about Buck 65 and the way that he's kind of, in a way, kind of not turned his back on, but he's doing much different stuff to when he first came out.
Well, you know, in the case of a guy like Buck, he's a pretty old dude now.
Yeah.
He's been in the game for a long time. He's been touring for like 20 years or something, rapping. And the point where he is in his life and his career, I just don't think he like listens to a lot of rap or anything. No. I don't think he's inspired by a lot of rap necessarily nowadays. So I guess he's just kind of drawing from different things. But it's still, when it comes out, to me, it still is. It has a hip hop aesthetic to it.
Yeah,
ultimately,
it's all about the aesthetic.
in the end, it is still like coming from a very hip hop place.
Because it still maintains that narrative that all good MCing should be about, you know?
Yes, and he has the multi-syllabic thing always. It's like it's always going to be coming out kind of in the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think that's where grime is kind of different, because that's as much influenced by sort of MCs at raves and like hype men, you know, as it has been your traditional, more boom bap rapping.
I can see it evolving pretty drastically, though. I feel like the thing I like so much about grime is it's clearly kind of like in its early stages of development for a genre.
Nascent.
But it's going extremely fast. It's going from like, it started off where it's like, oh, people just having a good time. It's like totally weird, original. To like people, oh, you can't have a grime party now. You know, they're gonna close it down. To grime #1 hit by Wiley or whatever. You know, it's like it's being like rapid. It's way rap. It's like the way rap is gone, where people are like hip hop is dead. Yeah. People are already like grime is dead. Yeah. That's how quick it is.
It's kind of like that in the UK. It was the same with drum and bass. You know, that was very similar in that it sort of started out very much at a street level, and then the second people got into it, it accelerated almost beyond its capabilities to hold it as a scene, you know. But let's hope they carry on, you know. Yeah. Stealing phones and stabbing each other up for many years to come.
Stabbing is really in here, hey?
Oh, stabbing is so big this year.
What's up with that?
Well, it's just an expression of youthful exuberance.
It's pop art.
Yeah, people get bored of MySpace and things like that and the internet, and they want something a bit more visceral, a bit more real, something that they can get their hands on, you know, something tangible. Is stabbing big in Canada?
Where I'm from, stabbing is really picking up.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
That'll be Wiley.
Yeah,
that'll be
cool.
Wiley.
It's kind of more just fighting in the streets a lot. People, you know, get really drunk. There's a lot of jocks, you know, jock types, and they like to beat up on the art types.
The creatives.
Right?
They're
so
always
like
getting picked on.
High school, like, expanded across all of Canada.
Right.
So I said that they were biters, chalking up lines from lawless resolutes, chip off the writer's block with nines that chop against the destitute. Evolution of the manner, trade routines with verses. Go with platinum, can't go with Burberry. It hurts since my verse gets termed as the worst, but when immersed in your playlist, that shit plays first. Rehearse all bars, matter harsh scars and battle our brains, all spars with chatter, yet all stars shatter and split. Battered by the saccharine gifts, stolen from affiliates, your rhyme pattern.